In our last video, we covered how you can use the deal pipeline in PropertyEngine to track all of the properties that you're currently looking at. If you haven't seen that video, check out our other videos because it's really good to see how you can be following up with estate agents using the power of the pipelines in PropertyEngine. But in this video, we're going to cover how you can sync making offers in PropertyEngine into another piece of software. We're going to use Doodle Sheets as an example here. And you can do this with the Ultimate package, the automations that we have on our Ultimate package. So you can set up something like this. This is what I've done as an example, where when I make an offer in PropertyEngine, it goes into Doodle Sheets and it actually creates a row in Doodle Sheets and it's going to log the offers in there. But we're going to set this up from scratch. I'm going to show you how you can do this from scratch in this video. So this is the pipeline that I've got here. This is just an example of a bunch of properties that I've saved, and I've got some offers in here. And we're going to go into the automation section. Again, this is on the Ultimate package on PropertyEngine. And when you go into here, I'm going to go create a new flow, and this creates a new automation. The automations in PropertyEngine, it's just like Zapier, where you can go in, you can connect other third-party applications. It's for those real power users who are wanting to automate their property business, and they've got all of these systems set up, and you want to get that connected into other pieces of software. It's so powerful to now have this consolidated all within PropertyEngine. So my trigger for this is going to be PropertyEngine here, and we're going to go down to PropertyEngine offer logged. So whenever an offer is made on a property in my PropertyEngine account, this trigger is going to run. And when the offer is logged, this brings back a bunch of data. It's going to bring us back the property that, all the information for the property that where the offer was logged. It's going to bring back the pipeline. And so what we can do now is we can add a step here. We're going to go Doodle Sheets, and we are going to insert a row. And we're going to choose our Doodle Sheets account here. If you haven't already connected the Doodle Sheets account, you can just go to create connection. And then we're going to choose the spreadsheet that we're going to insert our offer into. So I'm going to use my offer table here. And then it's just going to go into the first sheet in there. The first row in my Doodle spreadsheet looks like this. So I've got address, status, offer amount, PropertyEngine link, and Rightmove link. We need to be able to find an existing row in Doodle Sheets based on the property where the offer was logged. So that's why I've got this PropertyEngine link column, okay? So I'm going to say the first row contains headers, and then in here, I can now put in the address from the property offer logged. So I can go into the property, I can say address, insert that. So this is the column in my Doodle sheet. The status is going to be the offer status. So if I open up offer here, I can go to outcome. For this example, it was offer made, but as we're logging offers, that will change. The offer amount, I can insert that as well. PropertyEngine link, we can go up here to property again and insert the link to the PropertyEngine, the property on PropertyEngine, and then we can insert a Rightmove link as well. So if we've got maybe like a VA looking at this Doodle sheet, they've got all the information they need. They've got the PropertyEngine link, they've got the Rightmove link, they can go in and see the property on there. And let's just test this. I'm going to press on test step. Let's see what happens there. So when I press that, it's just going to go off to Doodle, and we can see now it has actually logged this property into our Doodle sheet, and the offer's been logged, the status, that's all coming through into there. So this is great, but the only problem with this is that as I'm making an offer, as I then accept it or reject it, it's going to just keep inserting new rows into Doodle Sheets. So to get around that, what we're going to do is we're going to insert a new step here, and we're going to find an existing row, and we're going to use that PropertyEngine link as the column to find the existing row. The reason why we want to do this is because if the row is already there for that property, we just want to update it rather than insert a new row. So we're going to say PropertyEngine link here. That's the column to search in. I'm then going to insert the PropertyEngine link. We'll say that that has to be an exact match, and we'll test the step. And because we just did the test on the insert row, that's going to come back in with that row that's already now in the spreadsheet here. So we found the row. So what I'm going to do now is scroll down here. We're going to go to filters and conditions, multi-split branch, and we are going to create a condition here. So if the row already exists, and I can just change the name on here as well, I'm going to say row already exists. And then what we're going to check for here is we're going to check that the row exists. So let's go to find rows, our find rows stage here. And we're just going to insert the row. And because it found a row, that information is there. And then we're going to scroll down here and just say it exists. So if that row exists, then this branch here will execute. And if not, then it will execute this branch. So again, this is quite advanced stuff, but like I said, this is for our power users who are wanting to synchronize data from their PropertyEngine account into other software. So this insert row stage can now go into the otherwise branch here. And then in the already exists branch, we are going to update a row instead of insert a row. So we go to Google Sheets, choose our spreadsheet again. And again, it's up to you what you put into the Google Sheet here. You can have as many columns as you want. You can bring as much information in here as you want. It doesn't even have to be Google Sheets. You could be using another CRM like Monday.com. You could do all of that within here as well. And we're going to go, does the first row contain headers again? The row number to update is going to be the row from our find rows step, which is up here. And then we're going to go address. Well, that's going to be the address from the property again, but we don't have to fill all of these in because we're just updating the existing row. So I'm actually just going to go to status and put in the status of the offer and the offer amount. So that's the only thing that's really going to change here. And yeah, that should be it. We'll just test that as well. That's not actually going to do anything because it's still the same status in here. Offer made, £300,000. But that is what our finished pipeline should look like. So when the offer is logged in PropertyEngine, we see if there's an existing row in our Google Sheet. If there is, we update the row with our offer amount and with the status. And if it doesn't already exist, then we insert a new row. So let's publish that, or I'll just give that a name as well. So we'll say offer logged Google Sheet. And I'm going to publish that. Okay, so now let's test our automation. We've created the automation, we've published it. And so now when I go into a property on here, we should find that when I log an offer here and say, let's say this offers for 250K, offer made, save this. In a couple of seconds, this property is going to show up in our Google Sheet in here. And yeah, there we go. So offer made 250K. We've got the link to PropertyEngine. We've got the Rightmove link. We've got the address in there. And then when I accept the offer, this might be now accepted, let's say 255. If I go up a little bit when I accept the offer. When I accept the offer, that status is now also going to sync into here. Let's just see when that comes in. There we go. Offer accepted, 255. And the same will happen when I reject an offer. It's going to happen for other properties as well. So now my pipeline in PropertyEngine is fully synced to a Google Sheet. So yeah, like I said, this is great for our power users who are on our ultimate package, who are syncing data to other third-party pieces of software. They're wanting to fully automate and systemize their property business. You can now do that with the automations in PropertyEngine and the new offer logging that we have around it. So yeah, any questions, just reach out to us on the live chat or the support. We're more than happy to help. And yeah, have a great day.